You can have both. The fact of the matter is, all constructs in time and space, material or otherwise, are spiritual. Where do most people begin playing the matrix when they want to cause life changes? Right. On the right-hand side of the spectrum, usually in the last column. And they're saying to you or other people, I'm not going to be happy until you behave a certain way. I'm not going to be happy until you give me more money at work. Immediately, most people try to affect life changes by going to other people. And here's what's bad about that. Not only are other people protected from them, not only may they not get the behavior they're asking, but even if they do get it, the matrix does not flow from right to left. They might get their employer to give them a raise, but that's not necessarily going to help them with their investments. That's not going to help with family harmony, and it's not going to make them happy. See the arrow on the bottom under the red column, cursed house. The matrix does not flow from right to left. If you play the matrix on the right-hand side, not only are you unlikely to achieve success because your dreams are dependent upon others, but even if you achieve success with that one regard, it will not flow through the rest of the matrix in any way. Your happiness is not at all assured. So you don't want to attach to that car, or to that party, or to that house, because somebody probably already owns that house. But if that house is just a reminder service to you of the glitzy glamour life that you're going to be living eventually, then those pictures are valuable. Those details are excellent. But only to the degree that it reminds you of a bigger picture and you're not attaching to those specifics. You don't care who falls in love with you as long as somebody falls in love with you that you love as well. That's what you really care about. Don't insist that it be a certain person. Insist that it be the right person. You know, in general terms. And the universe can then have free reign to choose from the 7 billion people who now live on planet Earth, rather than you choosing with your physical senses alone. So I am not saying don't visualize the red Ferrari. That's really important. I'm not saying don't visualize the details of what your calendar is going to look like when you have a new relationship. But I am saying if you choose to go down here and type 2 and pick a red Ferrari, understand that you're limiting the universe's ability to shock and delight you with a different kind of car. And also understand that if you get your red Ferrari, there may be strings attached. And they may prevent you from achieving other things in the matrix. Those details are just the bells and whistles of a bigger picture. When I want to effect a change in my life, I just jot down brief bullet points of the details of how my life would be once this major area of my life would change. It's very exciting. It's very inspiring. A lot of aha moments. Oh my, I won't have to worry about this. I will be able to do that. Number one, it shows you the kind of details you do want to use. This is where you get into the minutia. This is where you kind of expand your mind and begin seeing your life as if your dreams had already come true. Those are the details to blow up in your mind's eye. The second lesson here is to ask you to look at that list you just created and realize that those consequences, or I should say, the importance of those consequences should pale in comparison to the importance of the overall general category that you wish to change. Now, what most people do, as we said when they play the Matrix, is they zero in on these details as if they were all important, completely forgetting the big picture of the category that they wanted to change in their life. And now all of a sudden they're attaching themselves to these lesser details that really don't matter. That's what I wanted to show you the relationship between the general concept of where you want to change your life versus the details that will be falling out as a consequence. And you can then see these details are not nearly as important as the big picture. And number 3, in playing the matrix, once you've decided the thing you want in your life, and you've got the consequences detailed, it's now time to start visualizing. It's now time to start thinking those thoughts. If you understand your thoughts become things, it would then behoove you to set some time aside every day to think those thoughts. So let's talk about visualizing. First and foremost, just do it one time a day. That's all that's necessary. You can think happy thoughts all day long. But in a formal, ritualized way, just do it once and let it go. Number 2, don't do it for longer than 5 or 10 minutes at a time. Number 3, imagine every conceivable detail. When you're visualizing, see the sights, the colors, hear the sounds, smell the aromas, feel the textures. Put in all of these details. Guideline number 4, feel the emotion. Emotion is the turbocharger of manifestation. No matter how silly it seems in that dark and quiet room, when you're all alone going, woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo, do it. Your dreams are worth it. Emotion will make them come to pass or manifest faster. Number 5, put yourself in the picture. It's not enough to stare at the brochures or the vision boards. You need to be in there living your dreams. And number 6, dwell from the end results or beyond. When you're visualizing, you want to see the life of your dreams as if it's already happened. You don't want to be thinking about, how am I going to make it happen? Pick a room in your house, a chair you're going to sit in regularly, a time of day, and stick to it. And I highly recommend buying a little timer, a kitchen egg timer. You set it for 5 minutes to count down to 0. When it gets to 0, the buzzer goes off and you're finished until tomorrow. And now here is very confidential, proprietary information. When you are visualizing, get physical. By getting physical, you create more energy. The energy creates more emotion. And emotion makes it happen faster. So I visualize for 1 minute. And not only do I visualize the joy, but I get physical. I'm in my room, my home office, and I'm, woo-hoo-hoo! I love this job! And my dog goes running and the bird goes flying. It's time to do something different. It's time to do something different. And this is, however silly it seems, is a step in that direction. Did you know that whenever you think a brand new thought, however fleeting, there are switches flicked here, buttons pressed, levers thrown, banners unfurled, wheels turned, hats tipped, winks winked, angels sent, connections made, and conga lines formed. You wouldn't even believe me if I told you what happens when you visualize.